Second quarter revenue, $6.44 billion, beating analyst estimates of just over $6 billion, and certainly a vast improvement over what was expected, which was, $6 billion, what was reported last year, which was $4 billion. Earnings per share, 71 cents. If we're comparing like with like, that appears to be a miss. I'm not sure that that's the right comparable number here to the adjusted earnings per share that analysts were anticipating. Daily active users, 1.13 billion, slightly higher than what analysts were looking for. It was 1.12 billion was the average analyst estimate. And here we have the adjusted number for second quarter EPS. 97 cents was what was reported. Analysts were looking for 82 cents. So 97 cents, yes, better than even the most bullish analyst estimate out there. And in terms of monthly active users, 1.71 billion. The consensus estimate was 1.69 billion. And we should mention that monthly active users in the first quarter was 1.65 billion. So sequential gain as well there for Facebook. Corey, what are you looking at as you scroll through these headlines?
I'm actually going back to the original release to look at some of the numbers. I'm going to put some of these numbers in, but substantial growth year over year in top line numbers, substantial growth in profits here. I mean, for all of the technology companies that focus on getting the top line and don't worry about profits, we'll get there someday, the Amazon approach, we see a company here that's making a lot of money and plowing it back into the business and also throwing off a lot of free cash flow. And
making a lot of money, particularly in mobile ad. Mobile ad revenue was about 84% of total advertising revenue. Analysts were looking for 82.6%. Early, a few years back, when Facebook was trying to really get its mobile game going, there was a lot of criticism that it didn't have a game plan, Corey, and it suddenly scaled up very quickly. A lot of people have questioned whether mobile ad revenue is fungible, whether you could just move it from one bucket to another. Yeah. Is that still a concern?
What we see some interesting things with these numbers, and we see some interesting things at Facebook. I know, talking to Facebook employees, that they think of themselves as a mobile-first company, that they encourage their people to think that most of their users will never, ever use a desktop computer. Think about that. Most of the users on Facebook will never use a computer. They will use it on their smartphones. They will, and most of their users are not in America. So the experience that we have of Facebook on our certainly not our work computers. But
no,
when
I
we're
was
home,
just looking at Facebook at work. I must be a dinosaur because I was on a PC. I'm clearly not a.
That's only because our boss is on vacation. Yeah, I think that what we see from these numbers is that they're having great success in mobile, and that they're having great success driving advertisers to mobile, and advertisers are willing to pay for the Facebook experience in mobile, even though it's mobile. Of course, when we see Google, of course, sees a lot less revenue on mobile ads. These guys are really crushing it.